project of settlement schemes in Kenya as a land reform agenda. What we have done as a commission at that level, we have gathered the data. We know there are 483 around their settlement schemes in Kenya. That's the figure we know exists in Kenya, which occupies approximately 1% of this country. I'm saying approximately because certain figures have not been confirmed in terms of the acreage. Now, from that bigger data set, we have the need for us to come in now and georeference and digitize those maps wherever they are. For instance, let me go to Trans Nzoia County. We have close to 42 settlement schemes in Trans Nzoia County of different names, different sizes, and formed at different times from 1963 to around 2012, formed at different types. We've been able to calculate as a National Land Commission that these 42 settlement schemes occupy 22% of the land of Trans Nzoia County. Yet at the same time, we have other issues that are coming in, for instance, encroachment on wetlands, encroachment on riparian lands, the population explosion. Trans Nzoia County is no longer a bread basket for this or a maize basket for this country. So the National Land Commission, given the mandate to research on land and natural resources, is asking the question, what exactly is happening in Trans Nzoia County? When we documented all the 42 settlement schemes, we found out that there were 11,793 residents who are given right to that land. Today, that is not the number. So if we were given 11,000 people are given land, today there are 4 million or 5 million people on that parcel of land. What story is not being told by the National Land Commission to Kenyans about what has taken place over time in Trans Nzoia County as just one case study of what is happening in settlement schemes? It's important to note also, do not confuse this study with the IDP settlement. That's different. These are the settlement lands which have been declared by the government, or land was brought from ADC farms in order to redistribute them to different populations. And at this juncture, I must recognize once more the role of the Ministry of Lands in not just providing data, but allowing us to get into various countries and begin to look through the documents that have existed in terms of the settlement schemes. So Trans Nzoia County is just one of the counties that has settlement schemes. And the beauty about Trans Nzoia County is that the original district boundary was retained as the county boundary. That's why it becomes a very interesting county to study. Not all counties have the original boundaries being retained. And as you all know, members of the press, if you read a little bit and understand that Trans Nzoia County is miniature Kenya. Any land matter that has happened in this country has taken place in Trans Nzoia County. So it gives us a lens through which to understand the land issues that are taking place in this country, and therefore begin to think around solutions. And I also believe, the Commission, we believe that the agenda of the settlement scheme was noble and quite worthy. However, this was the first beginning to put into Kenyans' perception that we could all own land. We could all own land because we can be resettled and therefore you can be given land. So the other stream for the settlement agenda was a worthy agenda in giving people parcels of land, but in a sense, the other flip side was it orientated people to think that, hold on, land is there, therefore we can be resettled and we can own land. And as you know, one of the tasks for the National Land Commission is to begin to work on people's perceptions. Not all of us as Kenyans should and ought to own a parcel of land. Changing that is a little bit difficult, but this project is a start towards that discussion. Thank you.
Certainly, the partnership has enabled the research. You know, the National Land Commission has the goal, they have the specific results which they want to see. We can assist with that, and we can assist with that cooperating together to build technical skills among our students and the people at the National Land Commission, and to create a data set that can be widely used and is most necessary here. And then Dr. Booth.
Important documents, the Constitution of Kenya and the land laws, and these govern our work, and I give them to you, I present them to you as confirmation of our partnership, National Land Commission and the London School of Economics, for this great collaboration. Please receive.
Thank you very much indeed.